there! In the past few lessons, I've shown you how to keep track of your budget, be it through envelopes or on a computer. But now you're probably thinking, Justin, this is a lot of work. Isn't there anything I could use to help me? And I'm glad you've asked that. Turns out there are tons of resources out there that will help you keep an eye on your budget, even if you're not the most diligent about doing it yourself. One of the most important ways you can keep an eye on your savings accounts or your spending habits is through the account statement that your financial institution provides to you at the end of each month. In this video, I will explain all the information that's on a financial statement and how we can use that info to enhance our budgeting strategies. Let's get into it. Financial statements typically give you certain types of information: starting and ending balances, a deposit history, and a withdrawal history. The starting and ending balances provide a quick summary on how your account has changed since the beginning of the month. These are usually used as a quick check to make sure that you haven't overspent and that your account isn't getting too close to empty. If your ending balance is super low, it can act as a wake-up call that you should budget better before you go completely broke. If you're the kind of person who wants to budget a lot of money into savings, then your ending balance can be a very useful tool in making sure you're staying on track. For instance, if there's a lot less left in your account that you meant to save, treat it as if you didn't have enough money to pay a major bill. Adjust your budget and make sure you save enough for next time. Your financial statement also includes what's known as a transaction history. It includes both a deposit history and a withdrawal history in chronological order. The deposit history is a list of all the times money has entered your account. For a lot of people, that'll just be 1 or 2 paychecks a month plus a tiny bit of interest. But for other people, that list could be a bit longer, including things like income from a second job or from stuff like selling your homemade pottery online. Your deposit history can be seen as a record of your monthly income, but be careful. Irregular deposits, like a one-time stimulus check, can't be factored into future months' income. Also, transferring money from your savings account into your checking account is just like taking $1 out of one pocket and putting it into another. The deposit history will tell you that money was added into your checking account, but you didn't really gain anything. You already had that money to begin with, so it's not really income. Basically, whenever you're budgeting monthly, treat deposits as income only if it's new money and if you can count on it every month. Anything extra can be considered a bonus. You could spend some of it on yourself. Go for it. Buy those shoes you've been eyeing at the store. But put the rest of it into your long-term savings. Your withdrawal history is a lot more straightforward, but the information is a lot more useful when you're keeping track of a budget. This is a detailed list of all the times money has come out of your account, be it whether you spent it at a store, withdrew it from an ATM, or transferred it into another account. If you enjoy shopping and eating out, your withdrawal list may look a little long. If you're the kind of person who has trouble keeping track of all their expenses as you're spending them throughout the course of a month, using the withdrawal history could be a good fallback option. It's a detailed list of what you're spending on to make sure that you're not spending too much. Relying on the withdrawal history like this has a major drawback though. If you're waiting to the end of the month to see if you've overspent, and you have, then you're finding out about it after it's already happened. you don't have the foresight or the time to realize that you're going a little overboard and can't stop yourself before you do. You could spend way too much money on online shopping and not even realize it until you got your monthly statement. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Me. It happened to me. Okay, so there was this one time where I went on a teensy-tiny online shopping spree, totally not my fault. And then one day I come home and see so many packages outside my door that I'm worried about how I'm gonna get into my home and not the trouble I just put my bank account in. I ended up having to return all of it and get my money back so I could pay my water bill. The moral of the story, it is far safer to keep up with your budget as you spend throughout the month, and then use your financial statement to double check your work. Was there a purchase you made that you forgot to budget for? Was there a subscription that you canceled and forgot to remove it from your budget? Did you get charged for something twice? By using your financial statement and comparing it to your budgeting tracker, you can catch all of these mistakes. If you use these features strategically, then financial statements will become another tool in your money-saving arsenal. And the best part? Financial institutions are required to provide them to you. Granted, it may not always be for free though. If you have your financial statement mailed to you, you'll typically be charged a small fee for postage and printing. But if you use mobile or online banking, you could choose to receive an e-statement instead. No printing, no mailing, and typically no charge. Also, less paper means less trees being cut down, so e-statements are more environmentally friendly. And because it's all stored online, there's no risk of you accidentally throwing the paper away or feeding it to your dog, faking its homework. If financial statements don't ease your worries about budgeting, then there are plenty of other resources as well. There are tons of websites and apps that are designed to help you follow and even enhance your budget. In our next lesson, I'm going to go through some of the different ways you can use these budgeting apps. See you then.